く滅する敵かよ。避けた。やばい。シャープ。発煙筒持っといてよかった。まだいるの
？It's okay. It's safe now.
I got a really bad feeling about all of this.
I'm gonna need those keys to the diner now. There's a motel key there that I have to get.
Oh, hey, you don't have to do that. I have the motel master key. I work for the same company, you know. What's at the motel?
Well, there's a dead guy. He's got something I need to get into the Mount Redtooth Observatory.
God, that's awful. Hey, you wanted to know about the guy who looked like you, didn't you?
The last time you said he had a party, but you didn't go.
No, that's not true. I did go. It was really great at first, and then I didn't see it myself, but I hear he turned nasty. He hurt a bunch of guys pretty bad, and there was this girl, she died. But I didn't hear about that until afterwards. I thought that he was so charming.
And then he went to the diner.
That's right. I wasn't involved with that at all. I don't know what happened.
Fine. I need to check out these motel rooms. In the meantime, you stay here, okay? I'm serious. Keep the lights on and stay here.
Yeah, okay. You got it. I sure hope you're right about this.
You're gonna stay here this time, right?
Because the last time I didn't, and that thing, whatever it is, happened to me.
Yeah. I don't want you to get hurt again.
Don't worry, I'm gonna stay put. I don't remember what happened exactly, but I learned my lesson.
Good. It doesn't have to happen exactly the same way this time around. You proved that much when you went out and got those things for me. I think you're gonna be okay.
Let's hope you're right.
部屋を調べる。また死んじゃったんですけど。
This time, she does as she's told. It's not enough to save her.
わかんないよな。また死んじゃったってことはまたやり直し？なんだよ。そういうストーリーなんだろうけど。
Alice and Barry, my wife and my...
ああ、こうやって少しずつあれか進めていくのかな。同じこと何回もやってだんだん状況がまた観測所行くのか。
It's said that nobody knows what the future might bring, but for this man, it's no longer entirely true. A weaker man might simply give up, but the champion of light is an expert on destiny. Sometimes the puppet and puppeteer can be one and the same. Mount Redtooth, its top littered with man-made eyes that stare into the endless depths of space. Tonight, the champion of light will depend on them to pick out a message from the ether.
こんな感じだなこれ。
As history repeats itself,
歴史は繰り返
the
す。
man remembers the patterns. He knows that he needs the missing part for the telescope.
あれだね。満足いく結果が出るまで繰り返すんだね。よし。弾薬弾薬。どこだっけ。
When Dr. Rachel Meadows got the call from Michael,
もう今度はあれなのか、説明観測所に入んなくても何すればいいか分かってるからいきなり取りに行くんだな。やばい爆発する。どっちだっけ。
there are places where our world is worn thin, and another reality.
我々の世界には闇の世界との境界が極端に摩耗している場所がある。境界を隔てたもう一つの現実は暗く広大かつ変幻自在で常に流動し、ここがそうなのかね。どうなんすか。つか読んでないのあんじゃんこれ。
The atmosphere in the projection booth at the drive-in was
ドライブインシアターの映写室は幻想的なまでの緊張感に満ちていたが、それでも深夜の空気はまあこれいいや。また出てきた。あれ？あ、原稿。
The darkness rose from the depths of.
前作の闇はコールドロンレイクの湖底から現れアリスを連れ去った。俺は要求に応じたが反撃の機会を得られるよう物語に抜け道を仕込んだ。今度は俺自身がコールドロンレイクの なんとかに闇の世界へ囚われてしまったのだ。そっか、前作で助けたけど、アリスを助けたけど、やっぱり囚われちゃったままだったのか。でもなんでいいんだろう、ここに。ストーリー的には繋がってんだね、やっぱり。光に逃げる。あれ、光が消えちゃったよ。
Stories come naturally to us.
はい、ここになんかマークあるんだけど、中か。
It's you! How dare you! No, wait. It isn't you, is it? I suppose you'd better come in. I'll
やっ
unlock
ぱり
the
そうだ
door.
な、前の。
Thanks.
前と同じだ、これ。
I know what you're thinking. Evil twin, supernatural
内容が
powers.
違う、今度。
But most of the time, I just like to keep things basic. I want you to understand that. Like this. Need to get your hands dirty? No batteries, no moving parts, just physics. That's technology you can depend on. It's a classic. Speaking of classics, you need to be careful with this one, though. If the victim suddenly twists, you might end up cutting yourself. It's not really a workhorse, but I'm a sucker for this style. Now this is more like it. You've got slip-resistant grip. Believe me, you really want that traction once you're wrist deep in somebody. The blade's stiff enough so it won't open by accident in your pocket, but it's still really easy to open with just one hand. Now that's a big thing for me. I know what you're thinking. It's too big, too heavy. But sometimes you just need the extra oomph. If you're talking intimidation, this is gonna do the job. Also great for dismemberings and whatnot. You know, the messy jobs. I can't tell you how many things I've MacGyvered with this stuff. Okay, now, guns. Not a big fan. I mean, how are you supposed to really connect with somebody with a bullet? I want you to understand that. I take pride in what I do. We can't both be worthless hacks, can we?
You'll have to forgive me, but this is very strange. It seems like this has all happened before.
I have the replacement part for your telescope, Doctor.
All right. Let's get it installed. I think we can give this a go, although I have this strange feeling that something will
Don't
go
start
wrong.
it up yet. There's a problem with the coolant system.
Yes, that's right. I remember. All right, let me think. If they're sabotaging it, there'll be a
デジャブにな
primary
ってんだね、
coolant
他
by
の人。
that side.
見る
If you
と
can secure it, we should be ready to pick up the signal. That is why you're here, isn't it?
相手も分かっ
Yes,
て
it
んもんな。
is. I'll take care of it.
Before you go, if you have the time, I'd appreciate if you came up here and explained a few things. All of this is very strange to me.
上がってきてくれないかしら。上がってってあげようかな。
Hello.
I don't quite know what's going on, but I seem to remember having had this encounter before.
It's not deja vu, Doctor. This has
デジャ
happened
ブじゃな
before.
い。時間が
We're
ルー
caught
プし
in
て
a
いる
time
んだ。
That's utterly insane. How could that be?
I can't really explain it. I suppose I could call it magic.
I don't believe in magic.
Neither do I. But I can't argue with what I've experienced. Listen, what matters now is the signal. The last time we only caught a part of it. I need the rest of it. Whether you believe me or not, you want to look into this as much as I do, right?
Yes. All right.
I realize that you have trouble believing this.
That's an understatement. I can't deny that what you say resonates with me on some level I don't pretend to understand. But for all I know, I'm simply delusional.
But it's not just you. I've experienced the same thing as you. Doesn't that prove something, at least?
Maybe. On the other hand, given your appearance, and the fact that you're trying to convince me that I'm not insane, perhaps you're merely a hallucination that accompanies my delusions.
You're not having a psychotic episode, Doctor. For what it's worth, I'm a skeptic by nature. I completely understand your reluctance to believe me.
There are people caught so deep in their psychosis that they retroactively manufacture memories and beliefs that conform to the situation at hand.
Sure,
気違いだっ
but
て
you have to stop second-guessing
疑ってん
yourself
ね
at some point, if you want to get something done. 冷却管を守る。あれ、どこだっけ？
稿みたいのが持ってこよう。
The Taken may well be the tool the darkness.
影をまとい襲撃してくる奴らは闇が最も好んで使う道具だ。ミスタースクラッチが差し向けてくる奴らはブライトホールで遭遇した連中よりグロテスクで種類も豊富だが対処の仕方は分かっている。まあ、前作で戦ってるからな。原稿が足りません。うわぁ、落ちるとこだと。こっちにも原稿ある。これ集めないとダメじゃないんだろうけど集める。
After my disappearance, they thought I was dead.
先長いんじゃないのこれ結構。いた。いっぱい来た、チキショー。回り込んでた。弾薬じゃないこれ。やべ、敵の声がする。
These beings hate the light, am I correct? You should be able to turn on the lights and secure the area that way.
Doctor, can you hear me? I think we're good to go.
All right. I'll start looking for the signal. Please, head back.
I guess they didn't like that.
Damn mountain's trying to kill me.
やべえ。 痛いなこの野郎。うわっ、やべえ、死ぬ。ここ手前。まだなんか塞がれた。うわ、体力回復できねえじゃんこれ。やばいやばい、死ぬ。あー、出てきた。開かないのかな。開かないか。まずい、飛び道具使ってくる敵だ。食らった。こんな暗かったっけ。お、とりあえず動いてる。今度はどっから上がんだ。
Find the signal?
Yes. I don't think it's quite the same thing we had, the last time. Still, we're definitely picking it up.
Are we getting the complete signal now?
I'm afraid not. Take a look at it yourself. I'm printing out a hard copy now. I'd like to ask you a question or two before that, though. If you don't mind.
What's on your mind, Doctor?
Most people would find these events extremely disturbing, provided